Hello farmers, welcome back to Selendra, just rolling along here in the new wheat field. Been rolling along just a little bit. The grass field down by Earl, down by the livestock market, is all been mowed, of course, tedded, windrowed, baled, and the bales have been picked up, and it rolls. That grass field is all set, ready for next year. I just got the hay bales to pick up in the two grass fields over here, and then of course roll the grass fields, but making sure to get this wheat field done first of all. And then we'll put all the bales into our new bale shed. Hopefully that's enough hay until next year, which it should be. I can't see why not, but sometimes the animals may surprise you in how much feed that they actually need. So I'm thinking of a couple things else we need to do today, other than of course finish up the picking up the hay bales and taking care of the rolling. I think we're going to grab the stump grinder and come over to where the training facility is going to be next year and grind up some of those stumps, or hopefully all of them, but I'm guessing I'm going to miss one or two because they're probably hidden in there. And then we're going to buy a couple of pallets of stony pine saplings and plant those on the other side of the grass field over by the horse pen, so those can start growing. I don't want to wait any longer. I want to go ahead and get those planted so they can start growing, because if they take 2 years, the sooner I plant them, the better, because we could be upgrading the sawmill in the future. Maybe not this year. I guess all depends on how the money situation goes. We'll have to wait and see, but you know, it's good to be kind of prepared for it. So I think planting the stony pine trees down would be a good idea. And then, of course, then it's on to November, I suppose, and selling the chicken eggs. And also now, got to keep our eye on the sheep pen. So when the sheep pen gets full again, which I don't think it's going to take too long, if we got sheep, which we currently do, that are worth $1,000, we'll round them on up, bring them on over to Earl, and sell the sheep back to him, getting us a cool, usually like maybe 10, 13,000, depending how many sheep we actually bring over. So that's the current plan. If we make it all the way through winter, we do. The only thing we'll be doing through winter is keeping an eye on the animals, making sure the feed troughs are full, and selling the silage in December/January, usually right around New Year's, basically. Right at midnight is when the best price happens. So, and when that all happens and we bring that money on in, we'll be upgrading the spinnery, because the spinnery is not keeping up with the wool, so I want to go ahead and upgrade that one more level. I may, at that point, because the spinnery is keeping up with the cotton that we're producing, so by upgrading the spinnery, I may take the one greenhouse that we're currently making cotton and strawberries in. I may just flip that and make it as pure cotton for a while and let it go. Speaking of the greenhouses, I should also mention I did take some time and went over there with a water taker and topped off all the greenhouses with water. So I'm thinking that'll get us through till springtime. I don't want to be doing that in the middle of winter. That does not sound like a fun job, having to deal with water when it's nice and cold outside. Alright, just about done with the wheat field. This wheat field should be 100% except for a couple of spots where we merge the field together, and also where I kind of smooth out the corners a little bit with the subsoiler. So wherever there is a new field, which there is somewhere, like, I don't know, right where we are right now, somewhere in here, it's not fully fertilized, but overall it should be good. 100%, as we can see. Then we got a little spot here where it's down like 80 some odd percent. I can't fertilize it again until it reaches a growth stage. So I could do it. I'm guessing it's going to germinate overnight into November. I'm guessing it's going to. Doesn't mean it's going to, but I think it will. I can come over here with a fertilizer spreader and just do a quick spray, and we'll be good to go. Let's avoid some of these bumps here, if I can, and get ready to go ahead and take care of the grass field. Let's park that on up. Actually, let's go grab the Fiat, which is over here. I didn't get as many hay bales off the field down by Earl as I thought it would. Usually I get about 8. I only got, wait, did I get 8? Oh, okay, so never mind. Yeah, I can't, well, I got 7. Alright, I got 7. So, one shy, but sometimes I go over there and the baler is kind of full. And probably when I went over there, it wasn't as full. As for, I had a couple of patches where, because we had Frank helping us ted the grass, we had a couple of spots to where he missed, and when I went to windrow it, it just turned all the grass into hay because most of the swath that we were doing was hay, so it just converted it on over. So it feels kind of good now that we're going to have our hay bales into a nice little shed where they can stay nice and dry and out of the elements. And we should have a good amount of hay now for the sheep and the horses, and then the horse stable, because we will be using that next year. And next year is going to be approaching rather fast. I love the fact that we got this baling trailer. Has made my work a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable for you to watch, rather than me fiddle around with the telehandler trying to get 2 bales at once onto the trailer. And I did mention we may be getting ourselves an autoloader. So the other trailer that we have that we always bring our pallet, our planks over and our fabric over, of course you've seen it when I go to sell and I go to the sell point, all the weight in the front is being sold and it tips backwards because I can't sell it fast enough and drive on through. So, I mean, that is one small issue with it, that trailer. So I think maybe upgrading to another trailer to where I can still, you know, I can always load it manually, but if I wanted to, I would be nice to have the option to just say auto load, grab it and go if I wanted to. Yeah, doesn't seem like I got a lot of bales. It seems like I always get more silage bales than hay bales. But that is all the bales, right? Should be. Let's fold that on up. Let me just do a circle over here. Now, as for the bale shed, a couple of you have mentioned about the forklift. Not the one that we have, but the forklift that comes with the map with all those planks. Why not remove those? Because I do have the mod that can hide objects on the map, and that isn't a bad idea. But as you can see, as I drive through here, these bales I don't think are going to disappear until I actually unload them. So if I come through with silage bales in the future, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, so I mean, before I was talking about coming through with silage bales to put them, like you can see we got them piled over there, about them disappearing off the trailer. This trailer here, since it's a loader, they shouldn't disappear until... I hope these are in the trigger. Let me see if I can... There, I think that'll be in the trigger. So now when these come off, and unload it, yeah, it took them all already. Perfect. And I'm hoping they all went into here. Yep, there they are. Now we see them. I got a couple of the big bales that were, of course, stacked over here. And I kept them all small bales because, yeah, a couple times I forgot to reduce the size of the baler when I'm making silage bales, and it causes me an issue. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out how to park up the baling trailer here. I know where it's got to go, but for me to get in there is a little bit more trickier than it used to be. So let's just scoot on around. I guess I could just park it between the silage bales for now. That might be easier, rather than trying to back up to where the other trailer is. Can I make this corner here? Probably could if I got the right angle here. Just barely make it on in here. There we go. We can drop that off. So I've been repairing my equipment as well when I go to put it away. So I've been spending a little bit of cash. I probably have spent, I would say, under $1,500 repairing things. The Fiat was the most expensive one at like 600. Fiat could use some diesel, but right now, I think I'm done with it for the year. Unless I need to sell some sheep. All right, let's go jump in the Deutz and quickly fertilize by rolling the field. I was looking at the specs for the roller, and the roller says 60 horsepower, and the Deutz is an 82 horse. I'm like, okay, so you should have no problem. Well, I don't even say no problem. The grass field over by Earl's, as we know, is kind of steep. Didn't quite like it, but then the Fiat doesn't quite like it over there either with anything, so... but over here, where it's nice and flat, doesn't seem to be much of an issue. So the wheat field's done, the grass field over by Earl is done. These two grass fields will be done. The sorghum fields and oat fields I can't plant until next year. I'm just going over a checklist to make sure that we got everything that we need done before we start really quickly advancing to the winter time. The greenhouses should be well off until the spring. I did, when I was looking for a mod for Hinterland, I did see a mod that I could use here, and I might use it here, for automatically adding water to greenhouses or any production building. Of course, you will pay a fee when you activate it. But right now, it's not that much of an issue doing the water into the greenhouses. It just takes a lot of time with a tanker that I got. So each greenhouse can hold 40,000 liters. We got 4 of them, so that's 160,000 liters, and my tanker holds like 4,500 liters of water. So it takes, I mean, the water's right there. It's just a matter of going to the water, refill, move a couple inches, get up to the greenhouse, unload, and do that over and over again. It takes a while. So I'm just trying to figure out if the convenience of getting that. It's kind of like it's kind of like the factory's upgrade mod, in a sense, to where you click on a building that uses water, a production building, and you just hit a little button at the bottom that says irrigate. I think it's like irrigation system or add water. I forgot what it says. And it'll automatically fill up your greenhouses or any production building that uses water. And it comes with a, you know, depending, I guess it all depends how much water you use. That's what the fee is. If I decide to really upgrade the greenhouses another level, then maybe I'll think about doing something like that. But right now, since I don't have to do it too often, it's not that big of an issue. Until it comes time to do it, then I always do it off camera, because it takes about 20 minutes to fill them on up, and I sit there and gripe a little bit to myself and say, this takes too long, there's got to be a better way, get a bigger tanker. But I can't get a bigger tanker because we don't really have nothing that can haul that much around. The thing that kind of gets me, and I'll show you, and I kind of laugh when I see this, and I may have shown you two before, so if I'm repeating myself on this, I apologize. Wait, where is it? If I go back, is it under animals? So I think about these water tankers here. That holds 6,000. That's an improvement. I'm like, that's great. That holds 7,300. Well, that's an improvement. And then you see this tanker right here, and it's like, oh, I could get that. That only holds 8,000. So, you know, until you get something like this that holds like 32,000, that would make the job, of course, a lot quicker. But then, of course, I'd need a semi. But we can't really do that here because, yeah, we have a little bit of a rule here. Nothing over 200 horsepower. We can get 200 horsepower, but as I said, nothing over 200. And that'd be kind of difficult. I mean, there might be a semi mod out there that's, you know, 200 horsepower or under, but it's going to have a little bit of difficulty trying to haul a trailer of 32,000 liters of water around. But oh well, that's just me venting a little bit on watering the greenhouses, which you guys really never see me do. Alright, let me go ahead and finish up fertilizing, rolling these grass fields here. This is another thing I kind of noticed. I wonder if it's going to do it now. So right now, I'm maxing out 7 miles an hour. I think that's not working properly. So if I disconnect, reconnect, Yeah, maybe it's working fine. Maybe the Dwight's repair is so low that I'm losing some horsepower. And maybe that's why I can't reach the max speed. I think the working speed of this is 10 miles an hour. So I'm losing 3 miles an hour on the working speed. But the repair doesn't seem like it's that far down. Anywho, I'll finish this up and then we'll go buy some stone pine saplings and we'll quickly plant those. And we'll be done with October. So this should conclude the field work for this season. Now it's just a matter of taking care of the animals and other things. I think let's go ahead back to the farm, which is right here. Let's go up here and repair the Dwights and the roller. That way it's all set for next season. Grab our handy dandy little toolbox, 56 for that. And the Dwight's is 120. Don't know if I can back it all the way in. I'm kind of close to where it's got to go in, but maybe I can, if it turns quick enough. Yeah, a little bit too quick. And back it on in there. Now let's go ahead and put this away. Now I just got to grab the telehandler and make sure the pallet forks are on there. Head on down to the store. Do I have fertilizer in this? I do, but not a whole lot. I think I'll just go ahead and use what we have to fertilize the wheat field in the next morning. Alright, let me go grab the telehandler. We'll meet you down at the store. We'll buy some stone pine pallets. And we'll plant some trees, which won't take us too long either. Pallet forks are on there. We are good to go. Alright, quick purchase from my phone here should do the trick. Wait, tree saplings, spruce, pine, stone pine. I guess I can only buy one at a time. Was that 2 of them? It was. Perfect. Can I pick up 2 at a time? Or am I going to pick up 1 and then try to grab the other one? Now let's just do it this way here. Make it a little bit easier instead of trying to grab 2 on the edge and 1 will fall off halfway back. Alright, so 40 trees is what we got to plant. Sounds like a lot, but actually we can make quick work of it with the shovel. Just need to come on down here and get the shovel. There we go. That stays on my tool wheels, making sure it stayed there. That way I can run a little bit quicker. There we go. It always seems a little finicky for me to get those saplings out of there. Maybe you got to be right on, the cursor's got to be right on a sapling, and I got the A marker always turned off. I don't like having the A marker on. Alright, so it doesn't really matter where we plant these. Just make sure we leave enough space in between. And I'm probably going to cram them in here, honestly, so... As long as it turns green, we'll go ahead and plant them on in here. So 40 of these, I'm not going to make you watch me do all 40 of them, but we'll just do a couple here. Probably the first 10. Of course, this will cut into our grass field a little bit, if you want to call it a grass field. I mean, that's part of the field that... we got this part for free, so that's why they expand the fields over to get more of a yield. But it will cut back on how much grass we can get next year. Well, actually for a few years, honestly, right? Oop, I'm out. That was 10 of them already. Now let me go back and get 10 more. And repeat that process a couple more times. I think. Oh, there we go. Grabbed them easy that time. If I put the shovel away... Yeah, okay, we're all set. Alright, let me go ahead and just keep on planting. Like I said, I'm going to cram them in here. I'm not going to cram them too tight, but tight enough, I think. Well, 6 more trees to plant, and I really haven't crammed them too tight, and I really haven't gone into the grass field at all. So I think I can get them all in without having to reduce our yield on grass. And then we'll have 40 stone pine saplings growing. I'm hoping by springtime, maybe they'll hit the first growth stage, but I'm not going to count on it. It almost seems like every 6 months before they hit a growth stage. I'm kind of hoping that the spruce trees that we got... Oh, that's it. We're all set there. Let me go ahead and put the shovel away. And I think we're going to go ahead and wait on cutting the stumps up for a little while. I just don't feel like doing it right now. And it's not that big of a rush. I might as well wait because if these stone pines are ready to be harvested in the wintertime, then I'll have a whole bunch of more stumps to get done. So I'd rather just do them all at once if I can. And I don't plan on putting down the training facility until we sell the fabric in May. Is it April or May? I think it says May is the best time to sell it, but we usually end up selling it in April because we see a better price then. See, pallet forks and the telehandler. Let's bring that back to the farm. I usually park it over by the sawmill, but it's a little dirty. I want to give it a wash. It does not need a recharge, but I think a repair would be a good idea. Wait, before I bring this over, the sheep need a bale, and the horses probably need a bale. Okay, all the animals need to be taken care of before we go on to another month. So, well, I'm this far. Let me go ahead and at least repair the telehandler. I'll repair the forks as well, $17. And $31 for the telly. Let's go ahead and grab the hose. Actually, I think the telehandler is the most expensive piece of equipment we got on the entire farm. I think I paid like $80,000 for it. The Fiat and the Deutz together I don't think cost that much. That's good enough. Alright, I'm going to grab the 2 9,000 liter bales out. And they pile them out here. And from what I've seen, I hope that doesn't cause a problem for me on hinterland. Because on hinterland, if you've been following that series, I kind of put a stone wall out of the spawn point. Not the spawn point, but where the trigger is where it takes the bales. And I just realized when it spawns them, where does it put it? It looks like it might be right on top of those stone walls. I may have to move those there, but don't worry about that when I get to the other series. I've been bringing the stacks of wool over when I see them to the spinnery, so I don't have as many to do when morning comes. Although I probably could skip a day because the spinnery has more than enough wool to last an extra day now. But I probably would run out of spawn points for the wool. I don't think they're going to take that whole bale, but they can have it. Alright, and the other one goes to the horses. And then I guess I will grab probably the Fiat, and we'll grab the trailer, and we'll have to top off the chickens, and of course the horses also. I think I only have sorghum and oats, correct? I think we went through all the wheat. Yep. Sorghum, got plenty of it. I hope anyways. I mean, we got enough for today. I mean, until next harvest. Let's go ahead and fill it on up, and the chickens will get a full load, and the horses will get the rest. And then we can call it a month. Watch out for that big bump there. Go around that. I do remember sometimes where the bumps are. All right, this trigger here for the chicken sometimes gets me off guard where it is. All right, right there. Let's not question it. Okay, they took a lot more than I thought they would, but they're going to consume it at one rate or another, so if they take it all, that's fine. Just take them longer before I have to come back and refill them. But the chickens do pay off, as we'll find out next month, although I probably should check on the price. November usually is the best time to sell eggs, but we are so close, maybe the price is really good right now. Alright, when I feed the horses with this, with a tip trailer, let's back it up this way. They look really good on straw, so I'm not going to double check on that. Probably should have checked on it the first. That's all they took? Oh, probably because of the hay bale. That hay bale probably filled them up quite well. Yep, and they're good on straw. So they're good. They're good. And they're good. And I'm good. We're all set. All right, let me put the sorghum away, put the trailer away, and then we'll check on the price of the eggs. All right, time-saving stock check. Let's go to eggs. Current price is $13.22, and the max price we usually get is $1,400 in November. So the price is going up, and if the price goes up like it should, we're going to get pretty close to $38,000, $39,000, somewhere in there. Silage looks good. We should get about $55,000 from that. Look at the fabric. We're piling up the fabric already, and hopefully in December/January, we're going to upgrade the spinnery. So we'll get more and more fabric then. And planks, of course, are adding up. All the food, though, of course, that gets kept for the animals. So I think we're all set. Anything interesting in the store? Not so much. As for a trailer, yeah, I don't know. If one comes up for sale, then I'll look for an auto-loading trailer for our pallets of stuff. Yes, we're all set. Let's go ahead and... Well, before we sleep through, we're at $18,000. It's kind of hit and miss with the money. I guess all depends on the price of the strawberries, if we even out when I sleep overnight. And the wind turbine, of course. I think we're going to make a little bit of money, because I think November is a good month for strawberries. Alright, so we lost about $500, which is fine. Oh yeah, because the price has gone up, because... price of payments have gone up because of the horses. We got more horses to train, and that can be rather expensive. All right, let's go back into time saving stock check. Eggs, $14.11. So the price is really good. We're gonna get $40,000 for them, and that's telling me where the best price to sell them at is at the farm. But let's go ahead to this page here and double check where we need to bring them. Eggs. $14.11 at the farm shop. So that's just right up the road. Of course, I say right up the road, but with a telehandler, nothing's right up the road. It takes a moment or two. But that's going to get us pretty close to 60 grand. That's not too bad. And I don't think I can upgrade the spinnery with that much. I think I need like 80 grand to upgrade the spinnery. Grass fields are looking good. We're all set for next year. And looks like the wheat field did germinate, which usually it does in 1 month. So that's all set. I probably will grab the Deutz and try to fertilize that little strip that we have. Now, I could load the eggs up onto our trailer and bring it on up, but by the time I do all that, I think it's just going to be like 3 or 4 trips, or maybe more than that. I can carry 3 at a time. I tried doing 6 last time, and that didn't work out too well for me. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so 7 trips. I can try grabbing 6 pallets at once. I don't think the telehandler's going to like me doing that, but we'll give it a try again. No, I don't want to go under the pallets. Alright, we'll just go through them, I suppose. Ooh. Alright, maybe I can grab 6 at a time. Just gotta be kind of careful. Is the weight off the back? Not really. It's holding it pretty darn well. Alright, let's see if I can get these all up there in one piece. There were a couple bumps that were questionable, and when I do hit the bumps, the back end does lift up off the ground a little bit, but it settles back really quickly, so... yeah, 6 pallets of eggs is what I can carry. Of course, I could put a weight on the back of this to make it a little bit more stable. And we do have a weight. I get some right on the Fiat. So those eggs do take a second or two to sell. Why aren't those selling? Oh, they're too close to the ground. Alright. And that's going to get us 29,000. 29,000. Alright. Yeah, we are going to be just shy of 60,000, right? I think that's what the math was. Well, now that I know I can grab 6 pallets at a time, it's not going to take 7 trips. It's only going to take 3 trips. Trip number 2. All the pallets made it here. I tried cutting across the fields to make a direct line, and that was good. It was going from the field onto the pavement here, which is very questionable, but I made it. So almost $12,000 for 6 pallets. And I'm going to try to get all the pallets on the next trip. I got 7 more to go, so I'm going to probably pick 1 pallet up and place on the other 6. And then all the eggs will be sold, and probably somewhere around 58,000. Maybe not even that much now that I think about it. We just got, what, 12,000? So, yeah, we're going to be closer to 53,000 in the bank account. Maybe. Does that seem right? Sure. We'll find out. Well, for some reason, I thought I had 2 stacks plus 1, but it's 2 stacks plus 3. So I'm not going to try to fit them all on here. So, yeah, maybe we'll get back up to the original amount I thought we were going to get. I can't count. Can't count how many pallets I had left. Almost lost these pallets, as you can see. At least the ones on top. They're all in different angles. But so far, I haven't lost one yet. But now I got 1 more trip to make. I probably will lose 1. So there's 53,000. 2 more full pallets and like a half of a third is what we got left. And then we can just check on the animals, see if we want to zip on through to December. And then slowly watch the price of the silage go up and then sell the silage when it's good. But I do want to check the spruce trees over there. I don't know if they look taller because I want them to be, or maybe they actually are taller. And actually, honestly, I just realized I didn't check on the sawmill. That could be out of wood, so we may have to take care of that today. So maybe we'll just have to take care of the sawmill today and do the silage next episode. But anyways, let's get these eggs done first. All right, the last of the eggs going on in. And we'll do it again next year. I can't remember if the spinnery was 40,000 when I originally bought it or 60,000. If it was 40,000, I may actually have enough money to upgrade that. Let's do... Come on down here for a couple things. Hide inactive. Wood planks. I got enough for another month. I do have the money to upgrade it, so it must have been only 40,000 for the spinnery. 56,000. What do I got? If I upgrade it now, rather than waiting, that'd be good. That's gonna be making it really close. He's doing it. He's doing it. All right. What I probably could do, animals. Oh, I can't tell from here. I can't, because my math isn't good enough to add up all that to see if I got back up to 195 sheep. But I need to go over to the sheep anyways. I got to start grabbing the wool. I need to bring that over and put that into the spinnery. But we should get almost like another pallet of fabric per month this way, which is like $4,000 more per month. So we'll get that money back within a year from the spinnery. But I got to go back over there to the sheep. I got to start grabbing all that wool, bring it on over. I need to check on the sheep to see how much are in there. If we got a full pen, I can grab the animal trailer. We can sell 13 sheep, and I'll get $13,000. So I'll make our money account look a little bit better. All right. So you took the rest of the hay bale. You got 10,000 liters in there. That only holds 12,500. If I come over to here, we're back up to 195 sheep. So, yeah, they reproduce rather good. So I can sell these sheep right here. Should be 13 of them, I would think. There is. So I can get my money back on that. And I'm thinking we'll do that next episode. Let me go ahead and turn this off. I'll grab the pallets of wool later, because I still got plenty more to do this month. Let's come over to here, see what our spruce trees actually are doing. Are they taller, or is it just me? And I think it's going to be just me. Yep, still 25. And I'm not even going to bother checking on the stone pine. We just barely planted those. But we got enough wood to get by another month. So I'm not too worried about that. We should have enough hay for our horses and our sheep. While I'm checking on things, chickens, yeah, they should be good for, that's like 1 month, 2, 3, 4. They should be good until spring, and the horses should be good until spring as well. And they are reproducing. And once these horses do reproduce, we'll have to bring the horses over to the new training facility, which we don't have yet. The ones that actually did reproduce, and there'll be a couple that did not, but they'll be ready to. But once we get those horses out, we just won't have enough room in the pen for all of them. But it's good. We got the spinnery upgraded before we even got to the silage. And that means they should be able to keep up with the wool. I'll have to keep, maybe I should switch over the greenhouse now while I'm thinking about it. Over to be making some more cotton. Did I grab the other one? I did. I wouldn't be a bit surprised, though, if one of these falls off. The spacing on the pallets for the wool are just enough to where the pallet forks can get into them, but sometimes they glitch out. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they fall on through. So that means I can take the money for the silage, and I can pay some money off on the loan. And then when it comes time to selling the fabric in April and May, last time we got like $150,000 to $160,000. Should be better this year now because we just upgraded. We got November, December, January, February, March, April. We got like 6 more months of making fabric. So we might be able to get like $170,000, $180,000 from selling fabric this time. What I want to do while I'm thinking about it is hide inactive. We're going to come on down here. Actually, no, I don't need to stop making strawberries in that one. Because by me turning that off, that doesn't mean I'm going to double the production on the cotton. It's making the cotton already, so it's cotton and strawberries. So maybe add this one from doing cotton as well. So let's scroll on down. All right, so we'll just activate cotton seeds and solid fertilizer. We'll go ahead and activate this one. There we go. Now we got 2 greenhouses. Should have 2 greenhouses making cotton. So we should be able to keep up with... where is it? Right here. So we were losing about 1,000 liters of cotton per month in here because I wasn't keeping up. Now this should probably go up and increase here. And we should be able to be okay on the wool. That will be good. And yeah, hopefully next month as well. Someone did tell me when I planted those that it'd be December in this year that they'll reach max height. We're at November, so we'll find out next time, which I hope they are, because I'll have to start cutting down those trees anyways, at least 1 or 2 at a time, and keep the sawmill going until they reach the full height. If they ever do. I don't know, but I've been told on charts that we should get up to like 35 meters tall on those spruce trees, but we'll find out. But yeah, doing pretty darn good here. Upgraded the spinnery today. Money's a little bit low, but yeah, we'll be selling the sheep, at least 13 of them, next episode. And yeah, we'll go into the month of December, and we'll take care of the sawmill, and of course selling the silage probably at midnight, which it always seems to be. And we'll bring in a whole bunch of cash there, pay off some of the loan, and then just zip right on through till the springtime. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Selendra. But until then, have a good one.